الخبيثات للخبيثين والخبيثون للخبيثات والطيبات للطيبين والطيبون للطيبات أولئك مبرؤون مما يقولون لهم مغفرة ورزق كريم.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back, dear brothers and sisters. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Alhamdulillah, so far we have covered the last section using singular nouns, and we have done various combinations and we have learned various rules. Inshallah, today we're going to introduce ourselves to plurals and see how these are formed and what are these. So today is our class number 31, and we are doing today broken and sound plurals, and we will understand what are these. So before we go into plurals, let's remind ourselves about the 14 pronouns, what we know. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So we got to remember this, inshallah. And today we're going to learn a verb as well, and today's verb is fahima. Fahima means he understood. So huwa fahima, huma fahima, hum fahimu, hiya fahimat, huma fahimata, hunna fahimna, anta fahimta, antuma fahimtuma, antum fahimtum, anti fahimti, antuma fahimtuma, antunna fahimtunna, ana fahimtu, nahnu fahimna. So if you can write this and practice the conjugation, and this will make the verbs very easy for us. So if I ask you, male in front of me, hal fahimta darsa, did you understand the lesson? So say, na'am fahimtu, yes, I understood. Hal fahimtid darsa, did you understand? For a female in front of me, say, and she will answer, you will answer, na'am fahimtu. So if you say for all of those males, all of you males, hal fahimtumud darsa. If you see here, I'm for fahimtum, if there is a continuation, what I will say is fahimtumud darsa. There is a dhamma coming for the continuation. Hal fahimtumud darsa, naam fahimna. So this is how we use the verb. So coming to plurals. So because we're learning to translate from Arabic to English, we have to relate how things work in both the languages. In English, if you want to make a noun plural, so what we say is, for example, we have one pen, so we say two pens. If it's one book, we say two books. One man, we say two men. So the plural in English begins with two. However, in Arabic, the plural begins with three. For two, there is a separate sign combination where if you see the word, you will know it means only two. Not one, not three, it's only two. There's a separate sign combination and sounds for dual, which we'll be learning in future, inshallah. So just remember that in Arabic, the plural begins with three. More than two is plural, whereas in English, more than one is plural. So we've got to keep it in mind. So we started our journey from the singular nouns from Ismul Ishara. So in plural as well, so we're going to start our journey from Ismul Ishara. What we learned before was Ismul Ishara lil Qarib and Ismul Ishara lil Ba'id. So we did Mudhakkar, Hadha, like Hadha Kitabun, Hadha Rajulun. Mu'annas with Hadhihi. And for lil Ba'id, which for the Mudhakkar we had Dhalika. And for Mu'annas we had Tilka. So these are the Ismul Ishara, or because Asma'ul Ishara, which we have done. And how do we make these plural? So for both Mudhakkar and Mu'annas, there is only one Ismul Ishara for plural, which makes our life a bit easier. And it's called Ha'ula'i. What do you say? هؤلاء. So if you see what I'm saying, there's only sign of single fatha here. There's no mad, but how we pronounce هؤلاء. Same like hada. Originally there was alif here, a mad, but that has been omitted. Same thing here in هؤلاء. The mad has been omitted here. So this we need to remember when we write هؤلاء. And for ذلك, for بعيد, اسم الإشارة للبعيد للجمع. Plural means جمع. So we have أولئك. See, lam has a alif, but that alif has been omitted in writing. So sometimes we just write an like a short sound here, short vowel sign here for mad. But when writing, you join hamza and lam. أولئك. أولئك. So this is how you write and you pronounce. So you got to remember these simple rules. So what are these words means? هؤلاء means اسم الإشارة للجمع للقريب. It means these. هذا means this, and هؤلاء means these, and ذلك means that, and أولئك means those. And the speciality of these two demonstrative pronouns or asma al-ishara is that هؤلاء and أولئك, they are used only to point humans or rational beings. We don't use هؤلاء for objects. If there are qalam, we don't say هؤلاء أقلام. That is wrong. We only use for adjectives or nouns which represent human beings, which we'll learn very soon inshallah. So we have to remember that these are used only to point human beings and also to rational beings, what you call as in general, like we have done before, jinn and malaik. So coming to our sound plurals, we are coming to the section of nouns. So we did demonstrative pronouns, now we are coming to proper nouns. So what are sound plurals? There are two types of plurals. One is sound plural, another one is called broken plurals. What is sound plural? So let's take an example from English. So if we see here, we got book. How do we make a plural? We add a suffix called s and we make it books. Boy become boys, girl become girls, the plurals. Watch, so we add es. So there are different combination we use, but the thing to note here is that the original word book and in plural form it remains the same. There is no change in the word, and what we add is just something to the original word. So the word is sound, it's not been broken. So that's why it's called sound plurals. So what do you mean by broken plurals? If you look here, we got man. So look at the plural, we say men. So there is original word is gone, it's broken. For person, we got people. One person, if there are more than one, it's a people. So we have one mouse, many mice. We got 1 foot, we got 2 feet. So if you see, the original word is not been retained, it's changed, it's broken. That's why it's called broken plurals. So we got exactly the same thing in Arabic, and we need to understand these signs and how these nouns are broken. And what are these names? Sound plurals are called Jam'un Salim, and broken plurals are called Jam'u Taksir. Taksir means something which is broken. Comes from the word, root word, kasara. Kasara means he broke. This is how we relate. So we'll start our journey with broken plurals, which is Jam'u Taksir. So any word in Arabic, verb or a noun, like we have mentioned before, that it has got a root word, and the verbs, the root word are fa, ain, lam, and even for the nouns, the scholar have given the same 3 letters as root words, which we can relate to and make patterns, which will make easy for us to relate the patterns. So what are these? This is fa, ain, and lam. These are the 3 root words where every noun can be traced back to. We'll just do an example. For example, here we got talibun. So the root word is fa, is ta. This alif is mad, so it's not a word now. Lam is ain kalima and ba is lam. So this is fa'ala, but we have talibun. So how do we make it plural? We say tullabun. Tullabun. So if you see, the original pattern of the word is changed. So you got talibun, tullabun, tajirun, tujjarun, hajjun, hujjajun. If you see in these plurals, we got the same pattern. Tullabun, tujjarun, hujjajun. So here, what we say, this pattern is called fu'alun. Fu'alun. So there are many patterns which form the plurals. There are about 50 patterns. We don't have to memorize, we don't have to completely remember everything, but we need to know which word is a plural word, because we are learning. We need to understand what word is a singular word and what word is a plural word. If you see this pattern for alun, so we have to understand, oh, this is a plural word, this is not a singular word. Tullabun, tujjarun. So we're going to do the most common patterns today, inshallah. And don't have to memorize, just keep it in mind. And as we go along, so you will recognize in Quran, in reading, in other Arabic texts, that this word means plural more than three, inshallah. So here we got rajulun, we say rijalun, plurals. Kabirun, kibarun. Saghirun, sigharun. If you see here, the pattern here, if this was a fa, ain and lam, we have fi alun, rijalun, kibarun, sigharun, qisarun, tiwalun. So rajulun, rijalun, kabirun, kibarun, saghirun, sigharun. So there's a pattern here. So which is fi'alun. So we got waladun, awladun, ibnun. Remember, ibnun is a noun which begins with hamzatul wasl, like ismun and ibnun. But when it turns into plural, ibnun is called abna'u, abna'un. So it is hamzatul qata. Ammun, uncle. A'mamun, uncles. So the pattern is af'alun. So you got shaykhun. So we say shaykh means old man, or a teacher also is referred to as shaykh. So shaykh, and the plural is shuyukh. Shuyukhun. Daifun means guest. Duyufun is guest. And baytun, buyutun, houses. So the pattern is fu'ulun. So we got one more pattern here. Zamilun, we've done before. Zamilun means colleague. How do you say colleagues? Zumala'u. Faqir means poor. Faqirun. And poor, many people, poor. You say fuqara'u. So if you see the pattern here, fu'ala'u, what do we see here? We see single dhamma. And we know when the noun ends with single dhamma, it's a mamnu' min as-sarf. That is, it is a diptote. And we have learned before, there's one more combination here which is coming. Ghaniyun, aghniya'u. Ghaniyun means rich. Aghniya'u means many rich people. Sadiqun, asdiqa'u. Sadiqun means friend. Asdiqa'u is friends. Tabibun is doctor. And plural of doctor is atibba'u. The pattern here is af'ila'u, asdiqa'u, aghniya'u, af'ila'u. Atibba'u is the same pattern, which I'm going to explain in a minute. So if you see here, again single dhamma, it's mamnu' min as-sarf. And what are the things which you've learned in mamnu' min as-sarf or diptotes is feminine names, so they don't take kasra. So this combination af'ila'u and fu'ala'u, they are diptotes, they don't take kasra. So what are those? We have learned before, feminine names, and we've done non-Arab people names like Ibrahimu, Ismailu, Ishaqu, Yaqubu, all these are non-Arab names which are dipped towards mamnu' min as-sarf. And we've learned that adjectives of feelings like jaw'anu, ghadabanu, rahmanu, these are the dipped towards mamnu' min as-sarf. And also now we know the plural patterns af'ila'u and fu'ala'u, these are dipped towards. There are many to come, inshallah. Slowly we will build our knowledge and vocabulary. So if you remember, so far we have learned these 4 patterns of mamnu' min as-sarf. So we're just discussing about tabibun. Why has it becomes atibba'u? And we are telling it is a pattern of af'ila'u. Originally it is atbiba'u. Tabibun means atbiba'u. When there is a iltiqa'i hurfain, there is clashing of 2 same words, what they will do is to give it a shadda. So this ta, because it has got sukoon for pronunciation, it becomes ti, and ba will get a shadda. So it becomes atibba'u. This is how it becomes atibba'u. The doctors, many doctors. Then we got, these are interesting words to know. Fatan means young boy, a young man, a young lad, what you can say. But if you see plural, it's called fityatun. If you see it's ending with ta marbuta. So this is how we learn that we say ta marbuta represents 99% of the time it represents feminine, but that 1% we need to learn. So we know like Hamzatu, Talhatu, these are masculine names. But now we know the plurals of fityatun, plurals of fatan, it ends with ta marbuta, and plural of brothers, akhun, is ikhwatun. You see ikhwatun ending with ta marbuta, but it means brothers, many brothers. So this is how we know. The knowledge will tell us, which word is feminine and which word is masculine. Fityatun and ikhwatun is masculine words, which is plural for fatan, which is young lad or young man or young boy, and akhun is for brother. And the pattern is fi'latun. Jadidun is jududun, new. Yes, many new things, you say jududun. Kitabun, kutubun. These are the patterns. Fu'ulun. So these are the most common patterns which we have just discussed. So as we go in the lessons in future, you can recognize these patterns, and when you see these patterns, you should immediately recognize that this is a plural word, and you should translate it accordingly, inshallah. So coming to sound plurals, what is sound plurals? So remember we said in sound plurals, the word remains the same, it's just a suffix is added. Something like s or es is added in English, and there are many other combinations. The same thing in Arabic, we got a suffix, a combination which is added to the noun to make it plural. So this jam' salim, which means sound plurals, so it is used only for humans. You need to understand, we don't use salim for any objects. So this makes our things easy to recognize and communicate. So jam'u salim is used only for humans, and we know that we got 2 genders, mudhakkar and muannas. So we got different suffix for mudhakkar and muannas. So we'll just see what are those. For mudhakkar, we got combination of waw and noon, and the waw and noon with fatha. This is a combination which tells us that is a plural word. And for females, for mudhannas, we have alif and ta. Remember, ta is generally considered as a sign of femininity. Ta marbuta and ta maftuha, even the verbs, we add ta to give a feminine version. And for making a noun plural, for a feminine word, we use alif and ta, atun and una and atun. These are the sounds and these are the words. So let's have a look. If you see mudarrisun, so mudarrisun will become mudarrisuna. So the original word is retained, mudarrisun, mudarrisu. And because the word is continuing, so we can have only one dhamma, and because we have to continue, we'll say mudarrisuna. The waw and noon is an addition. It is a suffix, what you call muhandisun, muhandisuna. This is muhandisuna. When you see waw and noon, that means it is plural for males, mudhakkar. It's plural for mudhakkar. muhandisuna, fallahun, fallahuna, farmer, farmers, mujtahidun, hard worker, mujtahiduna, muslimun, muslim, and we have muslimuna. So what is this? This is jam'u mudhakkar salim. This is what we call jam'u mudhakkar salim, and the sound is una, and the words are waw and noon. Waw with sukun and noon with fatha. So we got sound and we got combination of letters. And let's come to muannas. We see talibatun with talibatun. It's like opening your mouth to eat a big laddu. So atun. So we say talibatun. Mudarrisatun, mudarrisatun. So you have to open your mouth wide. Tabibatun, doctors. Tabibatun, female doctors. Muslimatun, muslimatun. So this is jam'u muannath salim. The letters are alif and ta is a combination, and the sound is atun. So this tells us that this is talking about female, feminine, plural. So this is our introduction to plurals. So I'm just giving you sheets for homework for the people who are watching us in different parts. So if you can write this. So you got an example here. Misal, hada talibun. So we know hada. The plural is haulai, and we have to use this plural nouns. Haulai tullabun. So it's very easy exercise. It's nothing major. So hada will becomes haulai, talibun will become tullabun. Same thing, both the mubtada and khabar will change. So you just have to write those things for all these nouns and try and recognize the patterns. So familiarize yourselves with the patterns, so as we go in the lesson, so we understand what each pattern means, inshallah. So this is the muannas form. So if you can write this, the example is here. Hadihi is also haulai banatun, inshallah. So that is the end of the lesson. Assalamu